Hey, this is Pastor Laf. We're in Psalm chapter 64. We're going to read the whole psalm again and then pick up where we left off yesterday. Hear my voice, O God, in my meditation. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret plots of the wicked, from the rebellion of the workers of iniquity, who sharpen their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, bitter words. That they may shoot in secret at the blameless. Suddenly they shoot at him and do not fear. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They talk of laying snares secretly. They say, who will see them? They devise iniquities. We've perfected a shrewd scheme. Both the inward thought and the heart of man are deep. But God shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly they shall be wounded. So he will make them stumble over their own tongue. All who see them shall flee away. All men shall fear, and shall declare the work of God, for they shall wisely consider his doing. The righteous shall be glad in the Lord, and trust in him, and all the upright in heart shall glory. We made it through verse 4 yesterday, going kind of slow, but let's pick up in verse 5. Speaking about people who are evil, wicked, it says they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They talk of laying snares secretly, and they say, who's going to see them? They devise iniquities, saying, we've perfected a shrewd scheme. You know, there are people right now who are plotting to do evil things. How they can twist someone's words, how they can mess someone up, how they can get to the next level above someone else, how they can cut someone off, how they can ruin someone's career, how they could slander someone's name. There are people right now plotting, people who are planning, who are laying snares, who may be without even respect of any person, just looking for someone to step into it. Con artists, people looking at ways to steal, to take, to rob, to deprive you of something that's yours, rightfully yours. People are doing that. They are dreaming up ways. They're inventors of evil. I tend to believe the devil is not a creative creature. I tend to believe that we are creative creatures, created in the image and likeness of God. The devil is not. And so when we think of all the evil and stuff in the world, I believe the creator of all that evil. I believe the ones who come up with more ways of evil and new ways of evil. It's us. And so when I read this, I see that people obviously can devise iniquities and come up with shrewd schemes and lay snares. In verse 6, though, says something interesting. Both the inward thought and the heart of man are deep. And perhaps, and I'm looking at this, when I read these verses, for the most part, I don't really try and come up with a lot of things to say. I just try and be led or inspired at the moment. But when I'm reading this right now, I wonder if it's not saying, the thought of man, the heart of man is deep. There's a deep connection. We run deep. We're not really simply shallow. We are deeply connected. And that allows us to come up with these amazing things because we are inventors. We're deep. Our thinking is deep. Our emotions are deep. When we get hurt, our wounds are deep. It allows us to come up with things like this. It's amazing. But verse 7 says, but God will shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly, they'll be wounded. They won't even recognize it. Before they know it, what happened? He'll make them stumble over their own tongue. People will come against you. They'll speak against you. They'll cause you to go through horrible things. But you know what? God is on your side. And they will stumble over their own tongue. And when you see what happens, you'll want to get away from them as fast as you can, which is what it says in verse 8. All men shall fear and shall declare the work of God. And it's going to happen. Every knee shall bow. Every tongue will confess that Jesus Christ is Lord. Everyone's going to do it. The righteous will be glad in the Lord, trust in Him. The upright will glory in God. That's who we are. Oh, we know that there are people out there to do wrong things, but you know what? They're going to trip over their own tongue. Why? Because my God is my God, my Father. See, we have a relationship with Him. We can believe in Him and believe that He'll care for us and take care of us. You need to know that today and rest assured in that today. No matter what scheme's being worked out against you, God has seen it. And when you commit your life to His hands, He will work it out for you. God bless you today. Thanks for joining me. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.